I don't know, and that's it. Other than that, I'm going out of my mind, being stone sober, remembering every fucking waking moment of the day. Every day that I'm sober, I'm reminded why I drank. You know, I got to go to an AA meeting. I got to hear people talk positively about being sober. Because I got to be honest with you, I don't fucking get it. And when I fucking lay off the booze, all it does is make me want to try drugs. You know? I never smoke weed. I don't smoke. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. But then if I don't drink, a couple times a month, I'm just like, I got to fucking do something to break up the monotony. I have such a respect for these straight edge people. I don't know how they do it. This guy tried to tell me about being sober. He goes, you don't understand is that, alcohol kills, I didn't say endorphins, I don't know what it is, that actually makes you feel good about your life. He goes, I don't drink. I don't need it. I don't need it, Bill. I'm like high on life, And I was just looking at him. I couldn't help but think, you're full of shit. No, you're not. When you're high on life, when you're a kid, and you never threw out your back and your shoulder's not fucked up, you don't have a sciatic nerve issue, your feet don't hurt, you just get out of bed, you're brand new. You're jumping around the fucking house doing cartwheels and shit, running around. Hey, let's go in the living room. You just get up and you run to the other room. Then you're high on life. You don't have any credit card debt, right? You don't got a lady in your life going, we need to have a date night, right? None of that bullshit. Then you can be high on life. Then you know what happens? Oh, you know what happens. You become an adult, all right? And all of a sudden, you start understanding why it is that technically, you know what I mean? If you're living down on the equator, you're actually standing sideways. Okay? And why you don't go flying off the fucking planet. You start to understand it. It's the weight. The weight of the universe being on this thing that's fucking spinning, right? And all this fucking debt that you're fucking accumulating, it's all coming down on you. And the holidays are coming up, right? Are the holidays fun anymore? Huh? Do you get into the Christmas spirit? The way you got to start going around and fucking seeing everybody and getting on a fucking plane, watching some douchebag after they just said only one thing per person in the overhead compartment, stick 3 fucking bags up there. You know what I mean? And that's when the stewardess comes by and she just goes, can I get you something? Could you like something to drink? It's like, yeah, lady. You know those little bottles of booze you have? How many do you think you could carry in both your arms? Why don't you stuff a few in your fucking brassiere over there and bring them over here so I can get through this goddamn flight, right? Or maybe, maybe you still enjoy that time of year. It's that time of year when you can say, look at that. I was just singing a Christmas song when I was doing the fucking, what was that? There's a beer commercial. Head for the mountains. The taste is smooth and it's Bush beer. Bush beer. I love how they have the balls to do a commercial now as if their beer tastes good. Everybody knows what Bush beer is for. That's like when you're hungover and you want to get back in the game. That's that, cut me, Mick. When they fucking slit your fucking eyelids because you're all swollen up from the booze the night before. That's what that beer is. Let's put Bush beer in all those fucking beers. Coors Light, Bush Light, all of those fucking beers are when you drank so hard the night before, and you just don't have it in you not to drink the next day and you need to get back in the game. It's the cortisone shot of alcohol. That's what it is. It's fucking stupid fucking commercials with a guy standing next to a goddamn river. What is that all about? To let me know how watered down that fucking can of piss is that I'm going to be drinking? But God bless you, because it still gets me fucked up. Anyways, I don't know. Do I need therapy? I don't know what it is. I think I just need to get home. You know what? I've never had this thought before, but I really wish I was on drugs right now. I'm not a drug guy, or I've stayed away from, I smoke weed every once in a while. Usually when I'm not drinking, because I'm so fucking bored. I don't know how straight edge people do it. I really don't. But I pretty much stayed away from all of like the evil drugs, other than alcohol. I think alcohol is an evil drug. It's an angry drug. Like, you know what I mean? Like, weed is cool, mushrooms are cool, but like coke is evil, alcohol's evil. I don't know. I feel like the shit that just makes you kind of sit around, you can't really do anything, just giggling at yourself. You know? I don't know why anybody would like just choose to stay in the dark side. I don't know. Maybe you're just a fucking dark human being and you relate to it, but you'd think you'd want to go the opposite way. I don't fucking know, but I've never taken mushrooms or anything like that, but I don't know. That was the first time I was just like, you know, I wouldn't have minded being in like an altered state throughout this. If I could have just given I just always worry that I would freak out. That's why I never, you know, like my generation they were always like, you know, had the whole thing telling you stories about people who took LSD and they pulled their eyeballs out and fucking jumped. I mean, I would never fuck with LSD either. But like, I don't know. Was actually going like, you know, I think this would have been one of those times. I mean, if I just did mushrooms once every 49 years, I mean, it's like, it'd be like Halley's Comet, you know? Sort of, right? I don't fucking know.